Hello everybody, welcome to the live with Goði Beast. I am Goði Beast. Let's see if anyone actually joins or not. If you are here watching, go ahead and drop a comment, say hello, let me know you're here. This session is for you guys to be able to ask questions and learn about Awaken the North and answer or ask any questions that you have that I might be able to answer. We'll see if the internet cooperates to make this go. It doesn't show me who is actually here. So, if you're here, drop a hi, say hello. Any questions or anything y'all have, by all means, type them in the comment section there, and I will read them as they come up and go over them that way. I'm not seeing any comments or questions. I'm hoping that's not because y'all aren't paying attention. Says there's 4 people here. Can you guys at least hear me? I'm getting event log saying that the frame rate is too low. I'm not seeing my comments either here. Well, this isn't going to work. It's telling me that there's no questions, no comments. It's not even showing my comments here. I'm not quite sure why. It's saying that the frame rate is extremely low. It isn't going to show the frame rate. It shows there's 7 people watching. Well, I can't answer questions if I can't see questions. I know Cassie had the same problem over in the hinge yesterday. Okay, William says that you guys can see me and hear me just fine, but I still am not seeing any kind of comments or anything in the comments section. So if y'all are asking questions and such, I can't see them. Let me try something else real quick. Okay, so maybe here we go. Okay, so I can see comments on my phone. So if you see me looking down, I'm seeing the comments as they come through here on the phone, just not on the computer. So, and I can see on the phone that I am lagging quite beautifully as well. So, okay, we've got Roger and Cassie and Sven, Sandy, and of course William. Thank you all for showing. Go ahead and if you have any questions or whatnot, type them in the comments, because I can see the comments now on the phone. And we can go from there. Okay. Yeah, Sven, unfortunately, for some reason, I'm not able to see the comments in the thread for the live on the live itself on the computer here. But I can see it because I've got my phone. So if you guys type out here, I can see it on the phone, and we'll be able to answer the questions that you have. I know one question that we had earlier was, there we go. William says, how's the NPO status coming along? Next steps. At this point, I have filled out and sent in the check and the paperwork for the 501(c), or actually for the Articles of Incorporation here in Missouri, because we are going to base it here since this is where I live, and monetarily this was the cheapest place to have it done. We're still waiting for them to review the paperwork. They haven't even cashed the check yet. Once that gets done, they'll return it to me. Once we have those on file, then we can file for the 501(c) status with the federal government. Hopefully, the AOIs take about a month, and then if I'm understanding correctly, the 501(c) should take about 2 months. So, all things going well, by the end of the year, we should officially have our 501(c) status. At that point, that's going to open up a lot of cool stuff for us to do. And there are weird noises coming from my desk. Anyhow, yes, William, we're working on that. Next steps at this point is to hurry up and wait, just like most everything. It was kind of creepy. I'm watching myself on my cell phone, and there is a good 30-second, 45-second lag behind what I'm saying to you guys and what is showing on the screen. So that's kind of interesting. Sandy, we don't have a physical building. We don't have a HOF yet. That is something that we will hopefully have in the future. That's one of our 5-year goals. I am physically located here in Branson, Missouri. For the paperwork, you have to have the AOIs registered in a state where a signer actually resides, and have a physical address in that state, so that if any paperwork is served or legal documentation, I'm actually here to sign it as the representative of Awaken the North. That and the fact that it was a lot cheaper here than it was just about anywhere else, so it worked out well. With me being here, hey, it's good. One of the other questions that we had earlier from a fellow who's not able to be here was, what are we going to do at Awaken the North that's going to set us apart from other inclusive heathen organizations? The simple answer to that is not much. We are going to do what we do. We're not in competition with others. It's not a popularity contest. Everybody is here to serve the heathen community and do what we can to improve your lifestyles, your knowledge, your walk with the gods. Every group out there, whether it be the Troth or the Ulster community, some of the others out there who are inclusive communities, we all have the same goals. We all do things a little bit different, however. I know with Awaken the North, I do have many projects that we are working on as a council to help support and provide the benefits for our communities that we really need, whether that be supporting our active duty military, supporting with prison outreach, supporting with local ambassadors. We're going to call them emissaries. We're going to have an emissary program up and running here soon, where we'll have Awaken the North representatives who go out into your local community and set up gatherings, set up and lead bloats and lead symbols, have gatherings and get-togethers just to touch elbows and say, "Hey, how you doing?" Uh, just socially be able to provide the support and infrastructure that the community needs. Classes planned for the future. Sandy, yes, we do have several in the works. We are going to have a couple different tiers of the classes that we haven't planned. I'm currently working on a Gothi training program that will have not just a program to go through to become ordained, but also more intro classes. I call them certificate classes, where it doesn't get you registered, you're not legally able to be ordained, but Heathenry 101, Gods and Goddesses 101, how to worship 101, basic simple courses that you can do in a week or a weekend, depending on how you study, that will just simply fill the knowledge that you're looking for, give you a deeper grasp of our ways of doing. And of course, that being said, the two main rules of heathenry, as we like to joke about it, rule number one of heathenry is we can't tell you how to heathen. Everybody has their own personal walk and does things their own way, communes with the gods in their fashion. Some don't even commune with the gods, period. The more of the animistic style, where they do what they do with nature and the Landvites and the associated folks like that. So rule number one of heathenry is we can't tell you how to heathen. The unofficial rule number two of heathenry is you're doing it wrong. That's always a fun joke that we like to tell. Yeah, Sandy, good question. Sven, William, is your tunic handmade? If not, where did you get it? Slightly off topic. Yes, my tunic is handmade. I'm sure whoever actually made it used their hands from the website that I purchased it from a few years ago. It is nice though. I like it. It is light. It is not heavy fabric. I'm a hot-blooded person, so I enjoy having light, comfortable clothing. Fun fact is, typically around here at home, I don't wear a top. I run around in my shorts all day. But I don't want to subject you guys to the horror of seeing a topless Gothi Beast. So I put on a tunic to be nice. Let's see here. Sandy says, interested in classes but not to be ordained. Walk that path. Egos got big. You know, you are totally right. Unfortunately, anytime you toss titles in with things, humans tend to get, oh, what's the polite word? It becomes a pissing match to see who has the biggest ego. We'll say that. That's one of the nice things I like about the way we have it set up here to Awaken the North. We do a council. You've heard us and seen us talk about the council members. We have it set up as a round table. Think King Arthur and his knights. We all have the same footing. We all have the same authority. We all have the same basis. We all have to play by the same rules. We all agree to the same code of conduct and the same bylaws. For those of you who may have been here before myself and the current council came on board, you'll remember the prior management and notice that they are not here anymore. That is because they chose not to play by the rules that they wrote themselves. The rest of the council had issue with that, so we voted him off the island, and he is no longer part of Awaken the North. We hold each other accountable and keep ourselves to the same rules that everybody else has to follow. That's only fair in our minds, so that's why we do that. Let's see here. Heather Tucker, welcome to the group. Hi, John. Good to see you. For those who don't know John Hijat, you need to know him. He's a really awesome guy. And of course, Chris is here. Chris is our chancellor as well. Hunter and James, welcome. Good to see you both. Um, Good news with our auction that just ended last night. For those of you who were bidding on the auctions, if you did win, I did send you an email with information about how to pay for the auction. Make sure you get those payments in. We'll get the items sent out to you here as quick as we can. The goal of the auction was to raise $325. $25 has already been paid to the state of Missouri for our articles of incorporation. Once those come back, like I mentioned earlier, we're going to send $300 to the federal government for the actual 501c3 status. So the goal of the auction was $325. The final ending tally of the auction came out to $327. So we actually did $2 more than what our goal was. So you guys rocked on that. We appreciate that so very much. We can't do this by ourselves, so that's why we rely on you folks to help out. William says, any plans for a host plot? Will it be broadcast live or afterwards? William, no. I do have plans for host plot, but it will not be broadcast in any way, shape, or form. House plot is a personal, for me and my family anyhow, house plot is a personal ceremony, personal celebration that I don't feel we're going to share with the general public. Other ceremonies and such will be as they're performed as we go out through the year. I will be saving them to our YouTube channel. If you don't know what the YouTube channel is and haven't seen the videos and such on there, definitely check it out. I should probably tell you what the actual YouTube channel is, shouldn't I? I believe it's simply youtube.com/awakenthenorth. Don't quote me on that because I am most likely wrong. That happens from time to time. But if I look here, yep, Awaken the North is our YouTube channel. You'll see the videos up right now of the chancellors, little introduction videos there. There are a few also that are unlisted at the moment. There was a video from our July giveaway from when I gave away the rune sets that I make. Keep an eye on that YouTube channel. I'll be posting them in the Awaken the North groups as well as they come up. But I am starting a new video series as well called Journeys Through Mythgard with Beast. And we're going to be going over the various lore and such, different sagas, starting with Egil Saga, when I have the time to sit down and get that done. We're going to be discussing that and going through. Let's see here. Sven, yep, I'm locking up, I know. I live out in the woods in Missouri. We're supposed to get up to 20 meg speed with my internet service. I've never once hit a 20 meg speed. Very rarely will I hit 10 meg speed. So uploading things and doing live videos and such doesn't always come through crystal clear, and I apologize for that. But that's one of the trade-offs of living in the country, where I can do beautiful things like raise my chickens and my rabbits and my pig and the 4 kids and keep the wife happy with their garden. Because everyone knows that happy wife is happy life, right? Sven, you can attest to that, right? Chris has posted the link for the YouTube in the chat. Thank you. William, have you gotten a set of my rune acorns? I don't recall. But then I can barely recall what I had for breakfast this morning either. So, Sven, it doesn't matter if it's on Zoom or Facebook or live on YouTube or whatever. The internet service out here just sucks. That's just the way it is. So, I'm going to take a drink. And then I'm going to show you our new project, one that I am very proud of and one that I am very excited to get off the ground. For those of you wondering, yes, I am being good. It is the Pepsi Zero. It doesn't have the sugar. I've actually grown to like it. Of course, it's better with Kraken, but this is a family show. Now, oh, there you go. Oh, that's right, William, you did win the giveaway. You got the set for free. That's right. That was a couple months ago. I can't remember that far back. Come on now. All right, so our next project that we are working on that I am happy about. A few of you have already seen these, but for some of you, you haven't. Started out with this silly little Altoid style tin. See these? Pretty, huh? Then I went and made it prettier. So it has our logo on the front. Inside of the tin are goodies. Let's see if I can get a good photo here of it for you. The inside of the lid says stanza 116. If you plan to travel, it's not concealed. If you plan to travel over mountain or fjord, be sure you have the proper supplies. I'll have them all stanza 116. Inside of the tin, as you can see here, is I can't work. A candle, a book of incense matches. These are cool little things. I'll show you. I have my own here. My pack's a little bit more beat up because I've used it for a while. Neatest little thing. It's got these matches inside that all come off at once apparently. And then once you strike it, if you can see the coloring on the match, the incense oils are actually in the body of the match. You light it, you blow it out, you leave it smoldering with the embers going. The ember will go all the way up the matchstick and release the incense throughout the room. And they are little, but they are strong. So that's really cool. Also, inside here are, at the moment, 5 little paper folders. These are ones I've designed myself. There is Freya. Just can't really see real well, but Freya, Thor, Odin, Frigg, and Tyr. Now, these all fold open. And inside of each, I don't know if the camera will actually see it or not, if I can figure out what I'm doing here. Anyhow, on this side is a short prayer to Tyr. On this side is a short about Tyr. This one talks about Tyr's a god of whom little information about survives beyond Old Norse sources. It is the namesake of Tuesday, Tyr's Day, in Germanic languages, including English. In our lore, Tyr sacrifices his arm to the monstrous wolf Fenrir, who bites off his limb while the gods bind the animal. And it goes on a little bit more about who he is historically. And then it has the prayer to Tyr and Tyr's bind rune. And then back just has our logo and how to find us online. The idea of this being that when you are out and about and you want to give a prayer to Tyr, you can actually stand it up. There's your little idol to pray to, or honor to, or bloat to, or whichever you'd like to do. You have the physical representation of him there available for you, so you can do your little rite. These are the pocket altars that we will be putting together Also, there will be another deal in here. There's going to be a small hammer, a small Mjolnir, that is stainless steel that will fit on dog chains for the dog tags. These are a special project I'm working on to send out for free to the active duty military personnel that are deployed overseas. It's also going to come with a um, pocket-sized version of the Hovermall, which we're currently working on writing. We've gone through the options, looked at different folks to be able to purchase the already done pocket Hovermalls, and we have found out that it's actually cheaper if we print our own. So, what I'm working on right now, I'm working on two different versions of the Hovermall. One is a simple, I call it the blue collar workers Hovermall. It is simple, plain English, going through the different verses, the different stanzas. Uh, not so much translating them because I'm not taking it from the original Old Norse. I have 10 or 12 different versions of the Havamal sitting here that I go through and compare the stanzas from each author, look at their notes on the subject, and basically reword it into everyday people knowledge without the these and the thous and the weird terminology at times. This is going to be a simple pocket Havamal to go with the tins overseas for the soldiers so that it will fit in their pockets so they can take it with them when they're deployed and sitting down range, being bored, pull out your Havamal and read. The other version that I'm working on is going to be a true study Havamal. I've shared the file with a couple so far, um, but it's pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. You'll find the Havamals out there with 2 or 3 different translations side by side, um, maybe a few places for notes. My Havamal version right now currently has 9 different versions side by side, with the associated notes from those who have released notes on them, and then my analysis of the stanza and what it means. Also has a study notes section in it to where you can go through and write your own ideas and answer the study questions that I have asked in it, and hopefully learn a little bit more about our beliefs. Sandy, it's not a Asatru Tarot card. They're just little representations of the various gods and goddesses that we think would be good for folks downrange. No, William, I'm sorry, Josh. Josh Goatblood is not included. That is correct. Sven, flint, steel, charcoal. Yeah, my daughter actually made one of those a couple weeks ago at Scout Camp in their fire chip badge. And she's got the tin with all the fire starter stuff inside of it. So that was pretty cool. But that's our next project here, is working on the pocket altars and getting them distributed out. We are lucky enough to be working with a couple different folks on this project in a way. We're working with the Open Halls Project, who has done amazing things for our active duty military personnel. We're also working with members of the Troth to get this all facilitated and sent out. Of course, since they've been doing this for a lot longer than I have, we really value their opinions and their inputs on what we're doing. So that part is good. Apparently, just a moment here. Okay. I have way too many people that I'm talking to about different things. Was just speaking with another blacksmith about getting the hammers for the pocket altars. We're going to discuss that more in depth later after this live broadcast. Chris says it's more like an Asatru trading card. You know, that's actually right. Gods and Goddesses baseball cards. There we go. Cassie says you're also going to look at police and fire department who might be interested in well. Yes, we will eventually. Um, yep, Josh says that anything that is sent from home is always welcome when deployed. That is kind of our idea. So that's why we're doing to help folks out and give them a little piece of home. You see stuff being sent overseas by the Christians left and right, and that's awesome for the Christians. Don't get me wrong. I'm not disparaging them in any way, shape, or form. But it seems that the pagans and the heathens get little love when it comes to being deployed. There are more than you would think that are currently deployed. Um, we even have it approved now to wear the Mjolnir on the dog tags, so that part is good. You can have the Mjolnir on your gravestone now in Arlington, which is awesome. Um, so we are becoming more of a big presence in the military and getting ourselves out there and being known. Now it's time to help support them and show them the love that they just don't get from anyone else. So, but that's not to say that we don't appreciate our first responders and folks here stateside as well. One of the things with the pocket altars is we are going to have them up for sale to help support the pocket altar program. All of the funds from the sale of the pocket altars are going to go directly back into the pocket altars. One of the other things with Awake in the North is once we get everything set and running on the website, we are going to have a special page on the website for finances. There will be full disclosure and full clarity of every penny brought in and spent at Awake in the North. Legally, we have to give the recap every 3 months, I think it is. 3 or 4 months, you have to give a recap and show the basics of this much total came in, this much total went out, this much total went to this. I've always had questions about that in other organizations because it doesn't show what exactly the funds are going to. Here at Awake in the North, we're going to have scanned copies of the receipts. We're going to have Excel sheets up. We have a treasurer who will be able to explain it better because she's the one who works with the money. But we'll have full clarity of everything we do with every penny that we earn and spend at Awake in the North. That is something that is very important to me. That way you guys know what's happening and there's no chance of misappropriation or what's the word I'm thinking? There's no chance for it to seem like finances aren't being spent the way they're supposed to be. Morale patches. Aaron, good to see ya. For you guys who don't know Garen Gaia Jones, reach out and say hi. She's awesome people. You should know her. I've known her for years, and she's an amazing person. Morale patches. Josh, get with me about that after, because I'm not quite sure what that is. So let me know after, we'll discuss it. But hey, I'm open for just about anything. I know. There we go. Appearance of impropriety. Yes. Thank you, Josh. I knew the word in my head, but it wouldn't come out to the front. Okay. Anyhow, lost my train of thought. Yes, Cassie. No lining pockets or anything like that. I'm poor. I've always been poor. I'm not going to steal from Awake in the North to make myself not poor because I wouldn't know what to do if I wasn't anyhow. So, but having full disclosure and full transparency is something that's very important for me so that we all know what is going on. My beard is going just weird tonight. The weather out here has got it all kinds of funky. And of course, with the video, because I'm looking at the video and I think I'm going this way and I'm going the other way and I'm all confused. But it's okay. Other thing that I have planned, since we're on the military topic for a moment, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, it's not going to happen this year, unfortunately, because of just time constraints and the logistics behind it are going to take some doing, and I'm not going to be able to have it finish up this year. But next year, I want to have the Pagan Shoeboxes going for our troops. You'll see these around town come holiday times where they ask you to help support the Christian troops by filling up a shoebox worth of goodies, and then they mail them overseas. Um, I would love to do that with a pagan heathen theme for our Yule celebrators overseas. Be able to send them a shoebox full of homemade or not cheap China knockoffs. Uh, but things from home that say love in a pagan heathen sense. And put those together and send them over in the holiday time for those folks too. So that's something that we'll get into next year. Like I said, unfortunately this year we just don't have the time to do it because of the logistics behind it. Let's see. The website is coming along beautifully. Chris Claus is amazing with his web design. I go in and I tinker around. I do little things here and there, but the only reason I can is because he's set the infrastructure up. He's built the bones of it for me to go in and do pretty things with. So definitely a total shout out to Chris Claus for all of his amazing hard work on the website. The new thing that he is working on right now that we want to have, hopefully, yep, baby steps are still steps. Thanks, Josh. But one of the things that we look to have up here within the next couple of days is actually a member registry on the website, to where you can go into the website and register to become an official member of Awaken the North. At that point, you will have access to some other cool things that we have in the works. We do have our own Discord channel that we will be utilizing for members. We do have a private Facebook group for members only that will help us to monitor better and choose who is within the ranks and who is not, if that makes sense. Right now, I know the Facebook group says we have over 1,500 people. Anyone who has watched the actual posts know that we don't have 1,500 people. There's 1,500 names, but not all of them participate and such. So the new member group will allow us to focus on those who are actually active and want to be a part of Awaken the North, which is going to be cool. We're also going to have the Discord chat going to where we can actually do voice chats and such there as well. Different rooms for different folks. I am working on how to figure out a new headache for Chris. There's a way to integrate TOEFL games into Discord. Not the TOEFL, Viking chess, as they call it. I'm going to try to figure out how to get that going in one of the rooms there so we can all just randomly log in and play TOEFL with each other, because that's amazing, because I'm a geek and it's fun. Let's see here. Sandy says, what about doing Yule cards this year? Sending a card to them. That is actually an awesome idea. Sandy, why don't you get with me after the video and we'll discuss the logistics of that as well. Cassie says, I'm a page stalker. I thought you were just a stalker anyway. Does it have to be on a page? Really? Cassie is also a longtime friend of mine. We met in a different group, and then her husband and I and Laurel, my wife, started playing WoW together, because we're geeks like that. They even have their own server and setup in World of Warcraft. So if any of you are World of Warcraft players still, I do not, unfortunately. I don't have time for it anymore. And with the internet the way it is, if I get on and play, Laurel can't. And again, back to the original happy wife, happy life. So I let her use the bandwidth to play her games while I'm busy working on other things. Chris, you can try to run away, but it's not going to work. You're stuck with us. Um, yeah, Sandy, get with me after the show, and we'll talk about doing the cards and stuff because I like that. That's a cool idea. Let's see. So we've got the different groups. Oh, we're also going to do different Facebook groups. Not sure if we're going to do them on Facebook or do them more in the Discord. I like Discord better personally, but we're going to have subgroups for parents. We're going to have subgroups for gamers. We're going to have subgroups for military. Subgroups for various different uh, groups. We're going to have subgroups for groups. There you go. Um, some days I really wonder why I am a devotee of Bragi because I can't talk. I have no idea what the hell's coming out of my mouth half the time. Um, Ironically enough, neither does Laurel, and that usually ends up with me with a new bruise. But she loves me, and I love her, and it's good. Let's see here. What other questions do you guys have? I feel like I've been rambling for the last 45 minutes because that's what I do. And it's funny because the video is still catching up to what I've said. I wonder if I can hear myself on this. Can I hear myself? And it's funny because the video is still catching up to what I've said. Oh, see, now, that's where it is on the video. The video just said it's funny because I'm just catching up to myself. So, yeah, there's a good, decent lag, which is funny. Um, yeah, I'm going to turn that volume back off because I do not like my recorded voice. It doesn't sound... Yep, doesn't sound anything like me in my head. So, which I've heard is a common thing. No one thinks they sound like what they sound like recorded, but something about the echoing in your own brain pan when you're talking or some such. Sven, yep, I'm a rambler, not a fjord. So, any other questions that y'all have? Anything I can answer? Anything about Wake in the North, our plans, what we're doing? Anything about Wake in the North in general? Anything about heathenry in general? If I don't know, I can try to find the answer, and if I can't find the answer, I can BS my way through it enough to where you think it's true. We'll give it a minute for that to catch up on the stream. Oh, something else I wanted to show you. If you want to show your Awaken the North pride, we do have these available on my website, Beast Curiosities. I do custom make these. I need to wash mine. Oh my gosh, it's dirty. But you can get your own Awaken the North mask. That way, as you're out and about, you can show your Awaken the North pride to everybody out there too. The only problem with the masks is they fog up your glasses. And that's never fun. Especially when you're trying to drive. It sucks. But we do have those and several others available on the website, beastcuriosities.com. I will... Hey, I can actually do this right here. Because I have this open too. I'm going to put a link in the comments. There we go. Right there. William says, how do you care for your magnificent beard? The important part of that is to oil. You need to oil and love your beard. Now mine is at what we call terminal length. This is as long as it will ever get. Um, some folks just have a length that they get, and then that's that. Again, on the website that is posted below, you can go on and click on beard oils. We do custom make several different. Laurel hates it when I call them flavors, but that's what I think of them as, scents. There we go. Several different scents of beard oils, each one attuned to a different Norse god or goddess. We have Odin's wisdom, Loki's luck, Bragi's eloquence. There are several different ones there to choose from. The important thing is to oil your beard once a day or so. Don't wash it with hot water every single day. That strips the natural oils off the beard and makes it bad. So, if you want further details and such, get with me after this, and we won't bore everybody else with beard talk. So, fun fact about the beard, actually. Back, what now, 7 years ago, May the 15th? 15th or 16th. Laurel will correct me later. Franklin is born on the 15th or the 16th. Cooper is born on the 15th or the 16th. It's one's born on the 15th, one's born on the 16th, and I never can keep straight who's born when. I think I'm going to go on record as saying that Cooper is the 15th, and if I come back with a new bruise later, you'll understand why. Anyhow, 7 years ago, as of May, I had it all shaved along the sides and had just a cute little goatee. Kept it nice and trimmed and everything. And then Cooper was born. When Cooper was born, I stopped shaving. And the original idea was, okay, how long can I grow it before it annoys the hell out of her and she makes me shave it? How long can I get away with, kind of thing? Then she liked it and she grew attached to it, and she'll actually wrap her fingers in it and use it like a safety blanket at times. I shaved it once, several years ago. Before Cooper was born, I shaved it once. And I've had the facial hair for so long that my chin skin was purple after I shaved. It hadn't seen the light of day in so long that it looked like I had drawn on my face with purple marker. And that was fun to go out in public with. But yeah, that's how we do. Yep, taking the mask off in the car is always good. Jason, good to see you. Yes, you have one of the masks. You enjoy it, I believe. So yeah, Chris wears it in the car, takes off from time to time. Yep, that's always good. For those of you who just joined, the comment section on the live on the computer is not showing anything still. It's not showing anything. So I have my phone with me, and I'm reading the comments on the phone. And there's a good 30 to 45 second lag between what I actually say and what appears on the video. Like right now, I'll show you. I'm holding my hand up right now, and on the video, waiting for the video to show my hand being up. Still waiting. Still waiting. There we go. Now my hand's up in the video. So there's a decent lag time between what I'm saying and seeing on my computer screen, and what you guys are seeing on your screen. So If it takes me a minute to answer any questions that you have, that's why. Um, but are there any more questions? Do you guys have anything else to talk about? I've been going at this for 50 minutes now. So, um, I guess we'll do a little bit more showing off. I've got an order sitting here waiting for you Lokians. This is an etched pint glass that I just did with a traditional Loki on it. It goes in with the Hattie and Skull yin yang. We'll see if I can get it good. There we go. Use it with my backdrop there. These are for a custom order that's waiting to be sent out. I would show you my work desk, but I can't barely see my work desk because I'm a crafter and it is filthy. So, the Facebook Live meeting puts a limit on how often you can comment. Now, well, that's dumb. Cassie just let me know that apparently Facebook Live puts a limit to where you can't comment as much as you want to. They have to space it out. Close up of the Mjolnir I'm wearing. I don't know if I can get you too close, but this is my chain. It has the Mjolnir. I'll explain all the different pieces here. This is a Mjolnir that was hand forged by my brother Sam back in California. He is an amazing blacksmith. In the auctions, you'll see the hair picks and the meat sticks. He forged those for us as well. This is my Othala with the hashes here for myself, my wife, Davian, Clover, Franklin, and Cooper, my family. And then on the other side, I want you to realize how tiny this is. My pinky, it goes up that far. This is Laurel's class ring. I wear it on my necklace because it doesn't fit on any of my fingers. It's just something I stole it from her on our third date, I think. Snagged it and said, "This is mine now," and put it on my necklace, and it's stayed there ever since. So, years and years it's been on there. Resources for teenagers to learn more. Oh, hang on. Cassie says that she is locked out from commenting. Cassie, is that like period, or are they making you wait 2 minutes to comment again, or what's the actual thing that's saying for you? Apparently Facebook has blocked Cassie from commenting, so she's messaging me privately here as well. Yvonne, hey. Yvonne I've known longer than any of y'all. She and I used to work together years and years and years ago back in Idaho. Resources for teenagers to learn more. Is Squish finally wanting to learn about us? That would be amazing. As of right now, no. Because I've not had to deal with it. But that is definitely an awesome idea and something that we can put together. I've got a couple different folks that come to mind immediately that I can talk to and see what kind of resources we can put together. Right now on the library at awakenthenorth.org, if you go to the library there are a ton of books and writings available for free that are not age inappropriate. There's Havamals, there's Edas, there's lore, there's all kinds of stuff. The library is going through a renovation at the moment, but there is still a bunch of stuff up there available for free for download. we can definitely work on getting more resources for teenagers put together. Uh, the one thing with Awaken the North is we are keeping it 18 plus. So to be an official member of Awaken the North, you will have to be 18. But I don't see why we couldn't put together things for parents for their young children and teenagers to be able to participate with. Um, Definitely something to think about. Get with me tomorrow and we'll discuss it more and see what input as a parent of a teen you have. Although Squish isn't really a teen, is he? He's supposed to be little and squishy. That's why he has the name. Uh, all these kids growing up is not okay. But yeah, definitely. Let's see. Is there a term for a heathen herbalist? Yes. It's heathen herbalist. Uh, you'll find different medicinal practices strewn throughout all the different religions across the world. There are particular names for different folks who did the herbal healing, generally involved with other magic workings and such. You've got the Vitkis and the Vulvas, the Wise Womans, the Hedge Witches, different folks that are strewn out across. That's actually going to be part of the series in the trainings that we'll have available for folks once we get the training site up and running. So we'll discuss different terms for different titles, and we'll have some information up on the herbs. If you are interested in herbs, Casey Day over at the Hinge every Sunday? I want to say Sunday. Today is Tuesday. Yes, every Sunday. She's going through doing a live on the Hinge about the 9 sacred herbs of Odin. She just did one Sunday. Watercress. She just did a watercress Sunday. You can catch the old ones recorded. They're on there to watch. Definitely recommend taking a look there. If you have questions or want to learn more about the 9 herb charm or the 9 sacred herbs. Cassie, if you have any other questions or comments, by all means, just text me separately like you are right now, and I will answer them from there. Yvonne states, no, he is not. There is no way that Squish is 14 now. Tell him Uncle B said he had to stop. That's not allowed. He can't get any bigger. Okay. Sven says perhaps if a soldier, sailor, airman is 17, they should be allowed in 2. Same as being allowed to consume beer at the M Club at underage. We can definitely take that as a case by case as it comes up. I wasn't aware that you were still allowed to enlist at 17. I thought you had to be 18 now. But if that should come up, we'll definitely take it into consideration, take it a case by case situation. Cassie says Matthias is 13 and is leading a military flight in Civil Air Patrol. Awesome. I was in Civil Air Patrol when I was younger as well. So definitely good on him for that. That is exciting stuff. All right, guys. I've been doing this now for an hour, and I don't normally talk this much. But good questions that you've had. I think I want to go ahead and draw this to a close. Sandy says that she is blocked as well now. Can't even follow any more written. I don't believe there's been anything else written. Here we go. Main reason for the 18 plus decision is data privacy laws around the world. So yeah. Like I said, Sven, we'll take it as a case by case. Garen says that her comments are being blocked now too. And William can't comment anymore either. So apparently no one can comment on the video anymore. So I think that is an awesome point for us to call it to a close. It has been awesome talking with y'all. It's been awesome bragging about what Awaken the North is doing. I want to try to do this more often. Get in here, just keep y'all updated on what's going on with Awaken the North, and answer any questions or whatnot that y'all may have. At this point, since no one is able to comment on the thread anymore, I'm going to go ahead and close out the video. You all be safe, be well, be loved. Until we see you again, enjoy.